Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Space Quest 3. We've just been through the accounting section of Scumsoft and collected a key card from Elmo's desk, Elmo being the boss of Scumsoft, and a copy of Elmo's picture, which is supposed to be, I don't know, some people think it's supposed to be Bill Gates as a kid or something. I'm not sure I see that. And we are here back in the circular hallway of frustration, where we need to try to get through the secure door. Except everybody hates this navigation scheme here. You hear several clicks. I'm in, you think to yourself. Then you hear a synthesized voice say, "Keycard verified. Stand by for composite facial scan." So we're going to let it scan Elmo's photo. The door opens, and we can step through. Using the mouse there. Alright. So this is totally not a ripoff of Star Wars at all. Alright. So let's see what we have here. You cautiously enter a darkened chamber. A seemingly bottomless shaft drops off into a black abyss. On a platform in the center of the chamber, the two guys from Andromeda wiggle helplessly in lime jello. The platform can only be reached by the 4 retractable bridges at each entrance. And if we look, there's a control panel next to each of these doors that we can see. So first thing I want to test is this really bottomless? Taken the big plunge. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for janitor kind. There is a bottom, so the description lied. Alright, so you type use controls, and luckily it moves Roger to where we're trying to get him to go. Because you can't obviously see the controls from where the viewer sits. Help, they slurp from their jello-encased captivity. Well, do we have anything that can help us with this? We have this Mr. Garbage, janitor's best friend, designed to vaporize all non-organic, biodegradable matter, i.e. trash. I think jello is organic. But we'll zap it. You successfully free the two guys from their slimy confines, and they begin to speak. "Thanks, dude. It's great to be out of that green stuff. Hey, what's your name?" "Roger Wilco," you admit. "They discovered our distress message we coded into Astro Chicken game and sent us here as punishment. Let's get out of here before we're discovered." And of course they retract the bridge, so we're kind of stuck here. I don't think we have anything else that will get us, that'll help us here. So what's your plan for getting us out of here, Wilco? I don't know. Oh, that's a good sign. And the window at the top opens, and there's Elmo himself. "Nobody's going anywhere, heh heh heh. You must have thought you were pretty clever, Mr. Wilco, disguising yourself as a janitor." "Yeah, disguise. Unfortunately for you, my boys found your sorry excuse for a ship in the woods. Escort this gentleman to the arena. You boys haven't seen a good fight in quite a while. And do away with those 2 Andromedans. They've been more trouble than they're worth. Take them away." You and the two guys are separated and escorted away. A door opens and you are led into the dark unknown. Okay. And here we have an arcade sequence. I hate arcade sequences. Especially those of the non-skippable variety. Use arrow keys to control your robot. Use J to punch. M to block. Well, it looks like you've depleted your power. The last thing you see is your blood slowly spreading across the arena floor. Ha! Okay. So, if we look at the strategy wiki, it suggests just staying out of his range, letting him punch you to death. Or letting him drain his own energy by punching. So we'll go with that. I'm not ashamed of that victory, because I am terrible at this otherwise. But once we get out into space, we're going to have other problems here. So I want to quickly save. Calling it that for no reason. Gosh, Rod, we really appreciate you saving us and all. Light speed non-functional. Those jokers back on Pestilon must have tampered with the light speed thingamajig. Darn it. I hate when that happens. He breaks the fourth wall, asking if the game is worth the money we spent on it. Short range fighters from the rear. So that means we have a chance to destroy it. And as usual with the Sierra game, we're going to save scum until we succeed here. Alright, so this arcade sequence isn't as terrible as the Rock'em Sock'em robots were. Is this the last one? The remaining enemy ships have given up and are heading back to the planet. It looks like you were just too much for them. Alright, and I think this is done. Back to the cockpit view. We're going to save here. It won't let me save. Man, oh man, you really showed those bozos a thing or two. Now can we get something to eat? Why, yes, there's a monolith burger in this system, in the sector. You inform the two guys that Lightspeed is no longer functional. They're not overly pleased by this piece of news. What? Now I'll never get any food. Some rescuer you are. You just had Jell-O. Hey, what's this thing on the wall? It says Lightspeed Maintenance Access Panel. Gee, maybe I can fix this bucket of plastibolts. Yeah, this is it. The fan belt came off the round thing it was on. Just a second. Maybe you should plot a course first. Okay, she's all fixed. Let's go grab a burger. Too late, you realize that you have no course laid in. The light engines kick in before you can override. You inform the two guys that Lightspeed is now functional, but it's out of control. They're not overly pleased with this bit of news either. Ah, we're gonna die! Oh no, why did I get up this morning? Mommy! Careening blindly through space, your ship speeds towards a sizable black hole. Once within the gravitation of the black hole, there's no escape. You plunge into destiny. The overwhelming force of the black hole draws your ship in. Helpless to do anything, you and your passengers strap in and hope for the best. You enter a blackness like no other you've ever experienced. All sense of time and speed are lost. Suddenly, a bright light becomes visible in the distance. It grows larger as your ship races towards it. Finally, you are hurled out of the blackness into a parallel universe. Well, this can't end well. You cut the engines to sub-light speed as you near a seemingly inhabitable planet. That looks vaguely familiar. And the game just broke the fourth wall, went meta, and we have Roger Wilco and the two guys from Andromeda landing at Sierra headquarters. And Ken Williams makes his appearance. Greetings, Earthling. We are the two guys from Andromeda, universally famous software authors. And I am Roger Wilco, space-age swashbuckler and all-around nice guy. Yeah, nobody seems to care. Hello, I'm Ken Williams, president and founder of Sierra Online. So, you two guys are software authors, eh? What are your credits? Ever heard of Astro Chicken? No. Good. How about you two guys come into work for me? Sounds great. How many buckazoids does it pay? Buckazoids? Say, Mr. Williams, do you need a janitor? No. As our space saga comes to a close, Roger, feeling a little left out, struts off to his ship with the satisfaction knowing his mission has been accomplished. The two guys from Andromeda go on to create the Space Quest series of adventure games, reaping fame and fortune. They grow fat on their success and soon become burnt out and begin a drunken tailspin into obscurity. And so we bid our hero a fond farewell as his ship once again bursts into light speed. Course unknown. Hopefully he set one this time. The end. Thanks to the following corporations for their cooperation in making of this game. Petulant is a division of Forestry. Monolith Synthetic Industries Incorporated. Fester's World of Wonders. Jipazoid Novelties. Fleabut Sand Advisory Council. Arnoid Droidworks. Caffeinate 90. Orbo Snack Food Inhalers. Friends of the Talking Bear Society. Overall, Space Quest 3 is a fun little excursion into Roger Wilco's world. Neatly follows from the end of Space Quest 2. It has several arcade sequences, and I'm not a fan of arcade sequences. You probably noticed after that. And those are the two parts of this game that I was really dreading, was everything from that circular hallway on. Alright, so next time it's going to be Space Quest 4. What kind of trouble will Roger get into next? Thanks for watching, and tune in next time for Space Quest 4.